Hello friends, today we are going to talk about another important category of activity ratios, debtors turnover ratio. This ratio is also known as receivables turnover ratio. We know that firms normally sell majority of their goods on credit to generate sales from those buyers who find it costly. Here on credit means without receiving money, and sales made by the firm without receiving money in full at the time of sales are known as credit sales. And for firms, those buyers to whom goods are sold without receiving money in full at the time of sales become debtors or account receivables. Debtors include trade debtors and bills receivables. Trade debtors are individuals or organizations that owes money to the firm. Please note that while considering the amount of trade debtors, provision for doubtful debts should not be deducted. Otherwise, it will show misleading results. Bills receivables are sale bills or invoices for which firm will receive money in future. This ratio establishes relationship between net credit sales and average debtors. Net credit sales are equal to total sales minus cash sales minus credit sales returns if any, and average debtors are equal to opening debtors plus closing debtors divided by 2. Ratio is calculated by dividing net credit sales by average debtors, and it shows speed at which cash is generated by turnover of debtors, and it is usually expressed in times. Now, while calculating this ratio, if credit sales are not readily available, then we can take net sales in the numerator, and in the absence of opening debtors instead of average debtors, we can directly take closing debtors in the denominator. Let us now see application of this formula with the help of one question. Question is, calculate the debtors turnover ratio if closing debtors rupees 30,000, net sales rupees 2,40,000, purchase returns rupees 40,000, cash sales rupees 60,000, provision for doubtful debts on debtors rupees 3,000. Now in this question, information given about purchase return and provision for doubtful debts is of no use, so ignore that. Now to calculate debtors turnover ratio, first we need to calculate net credit sales. And in this question that can be done with the help of net sales and cash sales. Therefore, net credit sales are rupees 2,40,000 minus rupees 60,000, that is rupees 1,80,000, and average debtors are closing debtors, as data about opening debtors is not available. Therefore, average debtors are rupees 30,000. So, debtors turnover ratio is equal to rupees 1,80,000 divided by rupees 30,000. This comes to 6 times. This means debtors get converted into cash 6 times in a year. Now for this same question, let us see how much time period debtors have taken to get converted into cash, or what credit period is allowed to debtors with the help of debtors velocity, which is popularly known as debtors collection period. Debtors collection period shows the quality of debtors, as it shows the speed with which debtors are converted into cash. This period can be calculated by dividing number of days or months or weeks in a year by debtors turnover ratio. So let us see one by one. In days, this period is 360 days divided by 6 times, that is 60 days. In months, it is 12 months divided by 6 times, that is 2 months, and in weeks it is 52 weeks divided by 6 times, that is 8.67, so approximately 9 weeks. This means debtors get converted into cash after 60 days or 2 months or 9 weeks. We can also calculate collection period without knowing debtors turnover ratio by using new formula. Formula is average debtors into days or months or weeks in a year divided by net credit sales. Let us apply this formula for calculation in days. So it is rupees 30,000 into 360 days divided by rupees 1,80,000. This comes to 60 days. Now objective of this ratio is to measure the efficiency with which the debtors are converted into cash. This means ratio evaluates the recovery speed with which debtors get converted into cash during the year. It also indicates the period of credit allowed to debtors, and this ratio helps in examining efficiency of the collection department. There is no standard or ideal set for this ratio. Standard depends upon the nature of the industry, credit terms of the firm, and collection policy of the firm. And it can be decided by comparing a firm's ratio with its past ratios or with the ratios of other firms in the same industry or with industry norms. In general, higher ratio is considered as better. But remember, it should not be too high. Normally, retail industries can have highest ratios. For example, debtors turnover ratio of Trent Limited is 207.17 times and Avenue Supermarts Limited is 408.7 times. Now understand how to interpret this ratio. While interpreting this ratio, we should talk about three things. First, how efficiently firm has managed its sales. Second, how efficiently firm has designed its credit policy. And third, how quickly firm has collected money from debtors. Now if ratio is low, it is not at all recommended, as it indicates that firm is generating majority of its sales on credit basis. It also indicates inefficient credit policies and collection methods. Low ratio is a sign of lenient credit policy, as firm is allowing long credit period to customers. Low ratio shows that speed with which debtors are converted into cash is very slow. Therefore, such firm may face problems of bad debts, which in turn may decline cash flow. Low ratio displays that more amount is blocked in debtors and thus indicates weak liquidity position. Whereas if firm's ratio is too high, it is also not recommended because it shows that the firm has neglected sales opportunities from the customers with low creditworthiness. It also shows that firm's credit policy is very strict, where firm extend credit sales only to the high quality customers with very good creditworthiness. Very high ratio indicates that firm is not able to increase sales through credit sales, as firm is mostly operating on cash basis. As a result, competitor firms with lenient credit policies will get benefit of increased sales, and eventually this will have an adverse effect on profit. Now this ratio is considered as satisfactory or better or superb if it is exactly as per industry norms or little bit higher than industry norms, because it indicates that firm is able to collect cash quickly from debtors, which in turn helps to increase cash flow. It also indicates that firm is using successful collection techniques. High ratio is a sign of appropriate credit period allowed by the firm. High ratio shows that firm may not face problems of bad debts, as firm is allowing credit to quality customers. It displays that less amount is blocked in debtors and thus indicates strong liquidity position. Let us understand suggestions of this ratio with one question. Question is, interpret and give suggestions from the following information about debtors turnover ratio. Industry norm is 6 times and firm's ratio is 18 times. We can see that firm's ratio of 18 times is greater than industry norm 6 times. It is exactly 3 times of the required ratio. This indicates the firm's ratio is very high or too high. This means as per industry norms, debtors should get converted into cash in 60 days, but firm is taking only 20 days for this conversion. This shows that firm is selling majority of its goods on cash basis, or firm is allowing credit only to the customers with the high credit worthiness. That means firm's credit terms are very strict. This may result into poor sales because firm is losing those customers who find their goods costly and not able to get them on credit. Poor sales lead to decline in profit. It also indicates that the sales department is ignoring the importance of the collection department as a firm is not selling goods on credit. Overall, we can say it indicates inefficient credit and selling policy. So, while suggesting we need to focus on sales and credit policy. Therefore, suggestions are firm has to revise its credit policy and increase sales. How? By increasing credit period, by making credit terms lenient, by selling majority goods on credit, and by giving chance to collection department to work with them. Okay friends, in next lecture we shall discuss another important ratio. Till then, take care, study well and keep smiling. Thank you.